What if Atlantis was never just a city? What if Plato's most famous myth wasn't a memory of Earth, but of the stars? Across history, civilizations have whispered of sunken worlds, vanished lands, and forgotten ages. But what if these myths are fragments of something far greater, echoes of cosmic memory buried deep within the human mind? Stay with us as we explore the idea that Atlantis wasn't just lost beneath the sea, but could be a vision of another world, a memory written into our species long before recorded history. Plato's dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, describe Atlantis as a mighty island civilization that vanished in a single day and night of misfortune. For centuries, scholars debated whether Plato invented the story as allegory or preserved a fragment of truth. But here's the question we rarely ask: why does Atlantis feel so familiar? Why do humans across the globe who never knew Plato share legends of great floods, lost continents, and advanced civilizations? Could these stories be something deeper than myth? Could Atlantis represent a memory, not of Earth's oceans, but of an ancient catastrophe written into the very consciousness of humanity? Plato wrote of Atlantis around 360 BCE. He described a vast island, larger than Libya and Asia combined, situated beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. The Atlanteans were said to be powerful, technologically advanced, and proud. They expanded across lands, waged wars, and finally angered the gods, who sent quakes and floods to erase them. For Plato, Atlantis was a parable, a warning about arrogance and corruption. Yet the level of detail is unusual. Precise measurements of canals, temples, and military forces. Was it purely symbolic, or was Plato recording a distorted memory, something whispered across generations?
Flood myths exist on every continent. The Sumerians wrote of Ziusudra, who survived a great deluge. The Bible tells of Noah's Ark. In India, texts speak of Manu guided by a fish to safety. The Aztecs, the Maya, the Aboriginal peoples all carry flood legends. Are these coincidences, or are they collective memories of real global events, such as the melting of ice sheets at the end of the last ice age? But here's where it gets stranger. Some myths describe not only floods, but entire worlds destroyed by fire, storms, or cosmic battles. It's as if humanity remembers more than just earthly disasters. It's as if we recall catastrophes written in the stars. What if memory isn't confined to the brain? Some scientists and philosophers suggest the possibility of genetic memory, or even morphic resonance, the idea that information can be inherited or shared across species. Now imagine humanity inherits not just survival instincts, but echoes of experiences from deep time. Experiences from worlds beyond our own. Could Atlantis be such a memory? A civilization not of Earth, but of another planet, or even another dimension, encoded into myth as a story of pride, collapse, and rebirth. The Greek philosopher Plato may have been the vessel, but the story could be older than Greece, older than humanity itself. Let's look deeper. Some have linked Atlantis to Mars, pointing to satellite images of strange formations like the face on Mars or pyramidal structures in Cydonia. Others point to Saturn's moon Titan with its methane seas, or Europa with its hidden oceans. Imagine if humanity once thrived on another world. A cosmic catastrophe, asteroid impacts, war, or stellar upheaval erased that world, scattering survivors across the stars. Could Earth be one of their refuges? Atlantis, then, would not be an island on Earth, but the last collective echo of that lost cosmic homeland, a memory distorted through millennia into allegory and myth. Even if Atlantis is not literal, its persistence suggests it carries deep meaning. Myths survive because they serve a function. They warn us, inspire us, and remind us of truths too big for facts alone. Plato's Atlantis could be telling us civilizations rise and civilizations fall. Pride leads to collapse. But perhaps it also whispers of something more, that our story began long before Earth and long before Plato's pen. Atlantis may never be found beneath the waves, but perhaps it was never there to begin with. Perhaps Atlantis is a cosmic memory, an echo from before humanity walked the earth, a reminder of the fragility of civilizations, whether on this world or another. So the next time you hear the story of Atlantis, ask yourself, is this just a legend, or are we hearing a memory from the stars? If you enjoyed this journey through myth and mystery, subscribe to Myths of the Cosmos. Together, we'll continue exploring the forgotten stories of humanity and the universe beyond.